Please open that file called as exercise. As I indicated, be with me. Whatever I am trying to do, I want you to practice it parallelly. So open that file called as exercise. Let me start with the introduction. What are all the elements? What are all the components? What are all the options available in Excel? On the top, after opening Excel, on the top you can see your file name and your software name is available. This entire area put together, we call this as title bar. On the left hand side of the title bar, you can see 3 or 4 buttons available here. Save, undo, redo. This area we call this as, this one where we have the save, undo, redo, we call this as quat. What does it mean by quat? Quat means quick access toolbar. What is the purpose of this quick access toolbar? I think in the morning itself I have indicated there are more than 12,000 features are available in Microsoft Excel. Out of the 12,000 feature, a survey says an average advanced user is using only 200 feature. Only 200 feature has been used. So many features are hidden. So many features are unused. To activate that unused feature, we can go for this quat. Don't worry, I will explain how to use the quat also. So this is quat. Below the quat, this overall area, file, home, insert, page layout, formula, data, review, view, this overall area put together, we call this as, this overall area put together, we call it as ribbons. So this overall area is called as a ribbon. On the ribbon, each item available on the ribbon, you can see this home. There is a home, there is insert, there is page layout, there is formulas, there is data. Why I am explaining this now is, today or any training, if you go for any training in Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, the concept is same. Home, insert and page layout are all tabs. Home is a tab, insert is the tab, page layout is the tab. A special tab will appear here. A special tab will appear. When it will appear? When you insert some new feature. When you are inserting a chart, when you are inserting a pivot, when you are inserting a slicer, when you are inserting a timeline, when you are inserting a spark line. What is the timeline? What is that spark line? Everything we are going to explore today. When you insert some new feature, you will get a new tab appearing here. That new tab is called as contextual tab. What is contextual tab? Based on the content, the tab will keep on changing. Based on the content, the tab will be changing. That's why it's called as contextual tab. And this one, clipboard. There is a clipboard, there is a font, there is an alignment, there is a numbers. These are all called as groups. Clipboard is a group, font is a group, alignment is a group, number is a group. On the corner of the group, can I close this? Means whatever I typed it, can I close it because I don't have a space in my screen? Can I close it? Yes. Now, there is an arrow mark available. On the corner of a clipboard, there is an arrow mark. Font, there is an arrow mark. Alignment, there is an arrow mark. Number, there is an arrow mark. But for the styles, you don't see the arrow mark, but cells, you don't see that arrow mark. This arrow marked area is called as dialog box, dialog box launcher. The name itself says dialog box launcher. If I click on the dialog box launcher, you can see a new dialog box will launch. It will open and it will launch a new dialog box. Let me try that. I click on the dialog box launcher here. You can see a new dialog box is launching. It is opening a new dialog box. That's why it's called as dialog box launcher. All the other items available here. All the other items available. Cut, copy, paste. All the other items available here. We call it as commands. Okay. So let us have a short recap. On the top, you can see your file name and your software name is available, which we call it as title bar. On the left hand side of the title bar, 3 or 4 buttons available here, which we call it as quad. Very good. What is that quad? Quick access toolbar. Super. This overall area put together, we call it as ribbon. Very good. On the ribbon, home, insert and page layout are all tabs. Tab will appear. Contextual tab. Contextual tab. Great. And under the tab, there is a group, there is a clipboard, there is alignment, there is a number, which we call corner of the group, there is an arrow mark. When you click it, a new dialog box will open. That is called as dialog box. Perfect. And all the other items are commands. No need to remember this. It's not required to remember this because don't worry, I will tell this more frequently today. 100% you will understand. And whatever I explain now, it's not only for Excel, it's common for Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, Project, everything. Okay. Right. So now we have seen what is a ribbon, what is a tab, what is a quad and other things. Today we are going to see how to make a dashboard. What is dashboard? For example, assume I have some 3 or 4 reports here. Assume I have 3 or 4 reports. So in one sheet, I can have 4 or 5 reports with the interaction. Today we are going to see that 3 reports and 2 charts, how to interact all the charts. When you are seeing a very big report, this ribbon may disturb it. Sometimes ribbon is disturbing my report. I need some space. So I want to hide this ribbon. Hide the ribbon. 2 methods to hide the ribbon. Method number 1. If you are using a mouse, just go to the ribbon and make a double click. Just to make a double click on the ribbon. You can see the ribbon is hiding now. Double click, the ribbon is getting hidden. Same double click, unhiding. So double click to hide the ribbon, same double click to unhide the ribbon. Can I do it by a keyboard shortcut key? Yes. Control F1. Some laptops you have to press Control Function F1. Hide or unhide ribbons. Okay. All are getting Control F1. If someone is getting Control Function F1, Control Function. Who are getting Control F1? Others are getting Control Function F1. But I don't want to press that Control Function F1. Not only for F1, F2, F3, F4. Every time whenever you press that function key, who are all using Control F1, don't do this. F1. I don't want that function key to be pressed every time. I want to switch off that function key. So you have one more shortcut key, function escape, which is for switch on or switch off function key. So if you want switch off and switch on or switch off the function key, you can press function escape. Now you can press control F1 straight away. Okay? Function F1. Like caps lock on off. When you off the caps lock, it will be small letter on the caps lock, same like function escape. Now control F1 will straight away. Right? Function escape. Starting basics. Basic differences, Google Sheet is free. Microsoft is costly. So you know the difference. Microsoft has more features compared to Google Sheet is totally online. Microsoft is costly. And Microsoft has both online and offline. So this has more features compared to Google Sheet has features. Corporate doesn't prefer Google Sheets. Because if you are putting something in Google, that means open to everyone in the world. Google knows I am now here, correct? I am handling a section at least it knows that I am at the Bonfiglioli today. Tomorrow I will be in some other place. Google is tracking everything. They know wherever I am traveling, wherever I go, so Google knows everything. Corporate doesn't prefer it. Microsoft is secure. Recently, it is not recent. Months before I saw an ad in Chennai, Mahindra City. Ad. If you want to work in Google, say your name. What it means? Say the name, it's enough if you want to work in Google because they know everything about it. They know what you are studying, what you are studied, where you are working. Just say your name, they know everything. So be careful on using Google. Right. So control F1 for hiding, same control F1 for unhiding. Let me try that. Control F1, control F1. But can I hide everything? I don't want to hide only the ribbon. You can see I want to hide except the rows and columns. I want to hide everything. So we have one more shortcut key. Control Shift F1. Some laptops you have to press Control Shift Function F1. If you are not switched off it, hide or unhide all. Correct? Control Shift. Actually, Microsoft Excel is very practice also very easy to learn. Forget also. Very easily you will forget the feature. So I recommend please practice it parallelly because I am with you. If you have any challenges, I will help you and I recommend everyone to practice it. But if you are not practicing, I'm damn sure you will forget the concept. Okay, so Control Shift F1. It's hiding everything. Same Control Shift F1. It's unhiding everything. Right. Now below this ribbon, this area which we call it as name box. This is called as name box. When I place the cursor over, it shows what is the name of this. Name of this is name box. And you can see next to the name box, the FX, there is a bar available. This bar is called as formula bar. When I place the cursor, it shows what is the name of the bar. That's the formula bar. When I write the formula, it will show you the formula. If you don't have the formula, it will show you the cell value. If you have the formula, it will show it. If you don't have the formula, it will show you the cell value. But I want to write a very big formula. Unfortunately, I cannot see a bigger formula. You can expand your formula bar by using another shortcut key. Control Shift U. What is the usage of this Control Shift U is increase or decrease. Increase or decrease your formula bar. Or you can go here and click on the arrow mark also. This also increases and decreases your formula bar. Or you can use the shortcut key Control Shift U. Increase or decrease your formula bar height. Let me try that. Control Shift U, increase the height. Control Shift U, decrease the height. Okay. A, B, C, D are all. This A, B, C, D. Columns. 1, 2, 3 are all rows. Where the rows and columns are meeting, we call it as cell. Good morning. In the introduction, most of you has told that you know basics of Excel. So tell me, how many rows and how many columns are available in one Excel sheet? Any idea? How many rows? How many columns in one Excel sheet? There is a logic behind it also. Why there is no infinity? There is some limitation. There is some limitation. Any idea how many rows and how many columns? There are exactly 10,48,576 rows, 16,384 columns in a single sheet. One sheet has 10,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Why 10,48,000? Why 16,000? I explain in another few minutes. Before that, how do we know that? How many rows and columns are available? 2 or 3 method. First method, this name box, there is a name box. On the corner of the name box, there is a 3 dot. Go to that 3 dot. Increase the width. Just increase the width. Increase the width of that name box. How do we increase the width? There is a 2 arrow marks, double arrow. So go to that arrow. Increase width of the name box. Approximately manually increase the width. Approximately manually increase the width. After increasing the width, between A and 1, there is a small triangle. Any idea if I click on the triangle, what will happen? It will select the entire sheet. But now what we are going to do is click and hold it. Don't remove the hands from your mouse. Click and hold it. Yes. You can see on the top, it shows how many rows and how many columns. There are 10,48,576 R is rows, 16,384 C columns. Okay, but why? The question is why? Why we have 16,000? Why we have 10 lakh? Why can't they round it as 10 lakh? Why can't they round it as 16,000? Why specifically it's 10,48,576? Why it specifically 16,384? I think everyone knows this. Computer doesn't understand our language. It understands only, which means 0 and 1 is binary. Very good. Binary means 2. 2 is binary. Everything in computer is calculated 2 to the power. 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 1, 2, 2 to the power of 2, 4, 2 to the power of 3, 8, 16, 32. When you buy the pen drive, when you buy the SD card, hard disk, everything it goes like that. 2 GB, 4 GB, 8, 16, 32. Same like this change. 10,48,576, 16,384. This change has happened from 2007 of Microsoft Excel. 2007 of Microsoft Excel. 2007 of Microsoft Excel is the 14th version of Microsoft. It is the 14th version. So what I am going to do it is equal to 2. Why 2? 2 is binary. To the power. Could you tell me how can I use the to the power in my keyboard? Minus, there is minus symbol. Plus, there is a plus symbol. Multiplication, there is a star symbol. But how can I use the power to the power?
The
Shift 6. Very good. Shift 6. 14. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 for 14 times. You will get 16,384. That is the reason why we have 16,384 columns. Okay. And it's the 20th release of Microsoft. So what I can do? Equal to 2 to the power of 20. When I say 2 to the power of 20, then you will be getting 10,48,057. Logic, why we have this much of growth? But you can ask me a simple question. In 2007, we had 16,000 and 10 lakh. Have they increased it? After 7, now we got 10, 13, 16, 19, 21, 20. Microsoft has increased the rows. No. Now, till now, same rows and same columns. Because Excel is not a database, Excel is a data analysis. So if you want to handle a very big data, don't handle the data in Excel, handle the data in Power Query. Excel is only for analyzing. Excel is not for storing the data. It's only for analyzing. So they have not increased it. As of now, we have only 10,48,000, 16,384. Okay? Right. Now, as per my system, all my first page, where is my first page starting at A1 and first page is ending at 27. I don't know, it can be 27 for all the system. Your system may be 26, 24, 23 based on your screen size, based on your row size, based on your column size, it may increase or decrease. And my first page is ending at V column here. I want to go to the next page downwards. I want to go to the next page rightwise. Downwards, I want to go to the next page. Rightwise, I want to go to the next page. So, we have a shortcut key for this. Page down. Some laptops, you have to press function page down, which will go to the next page downwards. Page up. Function page up, which will go to the previous page upwards. I don't know where is that page up, page down available on your keyboard. Some keyboard it will be separate key, some keyboard it will be on the arrow. Now you straight away you can press all the keyboard. Straight away press. In that case, we have to use function. Fortunately, in all your keyboard, I have checked this page up, page down is a separate key. So let me try that. Page down, we'll go to the next page, next page, next page, downwards. Page up, previous page, upwards. But how can I go to the next page, right side and left side? So we have one more shortcut key available, that is Alt page down, which will go to the next page which will go to the next page on the right hand side. Right side next page. Alt page up. Previous page on the left hand side. Correct? Let me try that. Alt page down. You can see it's going on the right hand side. Right side next page. Alt page up. It's going to the previous page on the left hand side. Okay. So normal page up, page down, upwards and downwards. Alt page up, page down, left and right. And Excel is a workbook which will have list of sheets. PowerPoint which will have list of slides. Word will have list of pages. Same like here. There is a arrow marked area. This arrow marked area, we call this arrow marked area as a sheet tab. Name of that arrow marked area is sheet tab. I am in sheet number 1. From sheet number 1, I want to go to sheet number 2, sheet number 3, sheet number 4, sheet number 5. You can use another shortcut key, control page down, which will go to the next sheet. Control page up, which will move to the previous sheet. You have seen almost all the page up, page down. Normal page up, page down. Alt page up, page down. Control page up, page down. Control page up, page down. We move from sheet to sheet. Not page to page, sheet to sheet. But this I can do it if I have only 20-30 pages. This is fine. Suppose assume I have 200 pages. I want to jump from the first page to the 10th page, 10th page to the 50th page. I want to jump from one page to another page. There are 2 or 3 methods. First method, go to the sheet tab here, this arrow mark. Just to make a right click on the sheet tab. Right click on your mouse or on your keyboard or a right click. Just go here and make a right click. All the sheet will be shown here. All the list of sheet will be shown. Suppose I want to go to sheet number 15. Select 15 and I say OK. It will go to the sheet number 15. So right click on the sheet tab. It will show you the list of sheet. Whichever the sheet you want, just select the sheet and say OK. Your cursor will go to that sheet. This is sheet tab. Okay. Could you tell me how can I insert a fresh new sheet? I want a new sheet. How can I insert a new sheet here? There is a plus symbol, or you can make a right click here and go to insert, or you can use the plus symbol, or you can use the shortcut key shift F11. Some laptops you have to press shift function F11, which is for inserting a new sheet. Shift F11. Some laptops you have to press shift function F11. If you are not switched off it, I think morning most of you have switched off it. If you are not switched off, then you have to press shift function F11 for inserting a fresh sheet. Okay. Let me try this. Shift F11. A new sheet will get inserted, but unfortunately, we don't have a shortcut key for deleting a sheet. You have to make a right click and you have to go for delete. No shortcut key for it. You have to make a right click and delete that key. Because why they didn't give a shortcut key is, this sheet is empty, okay, but some sheet where we have a data. If I make a right click and if I go for delete, Microsoft Excel will permanently delete the sheet. Do you want to continue? If you delete it, then your sheet will get permanently deleted. You cannot undo that sheet also. So please be careful before deleting a sheet. Suppose if I delete a data, I am deleting this data, delete. Yes, there is a shortcut key, Control Z, you can get back the data. If you delete a file, it will be in the recycle, you can get it. But if you delete a sheet, right click and delete, it says Microsoft will permanently delete the sheet. So please be careful before deleting the sheet. Be careful, it has given a warning. Still if you are deleting, then it's very tough to get back that sheet. So please be careful before deleting it. That's why they didn't give a shortcut key for it. And try to have maximum of, my recommendation is this sheet, try to have maximum of 255 sheets max. Don't go beyond 255 sheets. What will happen? Will it throw an error? No, not at all. It will slow down your system speed. It will give a wrong answer for your formula. Instead of 10,000, it may give you 5,000. You will think that the answer is right, but unfortunately, it will give you the wrong output. So please be careful. Try to have maximum of 255 sheet. But you can ask me a question. How do I know that I have two sheets or 20 sheets or 200 sheets? How do I know that? How can I check it? Do you have to manually check 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes. We have an option to check how many sheets are there. On the bottom, this area is called as status bar. Status bar. So just go to the status bar. How can I go to the status bar? Is next to below the sheet, that this is the gray bar. Right click on the status bar. When you make a right click on the status bar, a menu is appearing. On the menu, from the top, fourth one. From the top, fourth one. Sheet number. Tick the sheet number. Just select the sheet number. And I press escape now to come out of this. Now you can see it shows how many sheets are there and we are in which sheets. Totally there are 18 sheets and we are in the sheet number 1. So if you go to the second sheet, third sheet and fourth sheet, it will show you the sheet number also here. So I am in sheet number 3, I am in sheet number 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But one more advantage of this sheet number is, how can I jump between one sheet to another sheet is, you can make a right click and you can jump. Suppose I have hundreds of sheets. I have to manually scroll down and select the sheet. But I know the sheet number. For example, I want to go to sheet number 16. How can I go to sheet number 16? You have to manually scroll down and go to 16 and I say OK. But one more method is, the sheet number is displayed on the bottom. Click on that sheet number. Just to click on that sheet number. Just click it. On the right side, you will get that navigation. In navigation, all the sheets are available. Suppose I want to go to sheet number 16. You can type here EX16. It will go to 16th sheet. In 16th sheet, I want to select a table. There is a table available. Click on the table will get selected. If you have 3 or 4 tables also, you can select 3 or 4 tables. You can select a table, you can select a chart, you can select a picture by using this navigation. Where is this navigation? When I click on the sheet number on the right side, you will get that navigation. One method. Second method is go to the view tab. When I go to the view tab, below the view tab also you can see that navigation is available. So either go to the view tab and click on navigation or click on the navigation here. Both are same. Either you have to click here or go to the view options. You can navigate to the particular. And I want to know, this is okay, I'm getting the sheets, but I want to know how many sheets are there, how many formulas are there, how many data are there filled with the value, which will be very useful for checking the performance, improving the performance of your system. Sometimes data will be very smaller, but file size will be larger because some unwanted data will be there. If you want to clean up that, so to do that, first you have to know the statistics about this workbook. How do I know the statistics about this workbook is, let us close the navigation as of now. I'm closing it. And I'll go to the bottom here, sheet tab, status bar. Go to the status bar. Right click on the status bar again. Make a right click on the status bar. There is an option called as workbook statistics. Workbook statistics. Let us select that, right click, and I select the workbook statistics now. So when I select the workbook statistics is activated here. It is activated. Now click this workbook statistics. When I click it, you will get more information here. Where the sheet is ending, how many cells are with the data, how many tables are there, how many formulas are there, how many sheets are there, how many cells are with the data for the entire sheet, the entire table, and how many formulas are totally here. So, the new feature in the latest version. Old version, we don't have this feature. And some new features in this latest version of Excel is, let me go to some sheet where we have some data, maybe sheet number 4, 5, some sheet where we have some data here. For example, I'll go to the sheet number 5. When I go to the sheet number 5 and I select some 3 or 4 cells, assume I'm selecting some 3 or 4 cells. When I select some 3 or 4 cells, on the bottom, you will get some formula here, average, count, and sum. On the bottom, there is a formula displayed. It is showing the average, it is showing the count, it is showing the sum. But can I get other formulas like this? We are getting the average, we are getting the count, we are getting the sum. I want some other formulas like this also. So right click on the status bar again. We'll make a right click on the status bar again. And already average is selected, count is selected, numerical count. Let me tick that numerical count. Let me select the minimum. Let me select the maximum. I have selected average, I have selected count, I have selected numerical count, minimum, maximum, I selected sum. Everything. Now if I press escape, you can notice whatever the formula you have selected, that is displayed here. Average is displayed, count is displayed, numerical count, minimum, maximum, and sum. But I think everyone knows what is meant by sum. Sum is total. Maximum is highest, minimum is lowest. But what is this count and numerical count? Any idea what is this count and numerical count? Both are giving the same output. Count is also 8, numerical count is also 8. What is the difference between count and numerical count? Yes. Which one is number of cells? Count. Numerical count. Number of numbers in the cell. Okay. But count. Just a count of cells. What is said is correct. Number of cell which is having numbers is numerical count. That's okay. But count. What is that count? Is number of cells which is having some value. If I select some empty cells, nothing will happen. If I select it with the heading, now you can see a change. Count is 8, numerical count is 7. So number of cells filled with a value. Number of cells filled with the numbers, that is numerical count. Number of cells filled with the values, any type of value. Alphabetical text value, that is called as count. Okay, but what is the new feature in the latest version is, when I select some range, on the bottom you can see some formula, average, count, numerical count, minimum, maximum. But I want this output, maybe this 987, now 9871 is the total of the cell. This total I want it in some other area here without writing the formula. I want this total in some other area. Select the range. Go to the formula. Which formula you want? Sum or count or maximum, minimum, any formula. Whatever the formula you want, just make a click on that formula. I want this sum 9871. Click it and go to any cell. Go to any cell. Paste it. Control V. That value will get pasted. So select some range and which formula you want, whether you want a sum or whether you want average. Suppose I want average, click on average and paste it in some other area. Control V, that average will get pasted. Only the formula will get pasted. Remember formula, not the value. Not the value, only the formula, value will get pasted, not the formula. Formula will not get pasted, only the value will get pasted. This is a new feature. This feature will work only in 365. In old version of Excel, we don't see the feature. And on the bottom, 3 views: normal view, page layout view, page break preview, specific for arranging the page setup and taking a printout. If you want to arrange the page setup, if you want to take a printout, you can use these 3 views. And of course, I believe everyone knows this. Plus and minus is your zoom in and zoom out. 4 options to do this. First option, you can use the mouse, minus to reduce the zoom, plus to increase the zoom. Second one, if you are using mouse, hold the control key and scroll, the scroll button. If you are using mouse, scroll upwards and scroll downwards if you are using mouse. But if you don't use the mouse, you are using the laptop, touchpad. You can see the touchpad. How do you do it on your mobiles? Touchpad. 2 fingers. You can use the same 2 fingers for increasing or decreasing the zoom percent. Same like how do you do it on your mobiles. Same methods. Zoom in and zoom out. The 2 fingers. And using the 2 finger, we have one more advantages. Very easily you can move to the right side and left side also. Suppose I want to move to the right hand side of my sheet. 2 finger and move it on the right. Very fastly you can move. You can see it's moving on the right side very fastly. Left. And I can move upwards and I can move downwards very easily. Up and down also. Using the 2 fingers. How do we do it on your mobiles? Next one is the shortcut key. I think there is a small bug in the shortcut key. I don't know whether it will work in all the system. Some system it may, some system it may not. But please note down the shortcut key. Control Alt plus, which is for increasing the zoom percent. Control Alt minus, which is for decreasing the zoom percent. You have to tell me whether it's working or not. Because Some system it may work, some system both may work, some system both may not, some system one may work, one may. Yeah, early days it was working, recent version it is not working. To be open, I am not getting this shortcut key. When I use this Control Alt plus, in my system, Control Alt plus is working fine. When I press Control Alt minus, it's not working. So one key is not working for me because it has some small clash with Windows. Windows also we have the same shortcut key. So there is a small clash between that Windows shortcut key and this shortcut key. So some system it may, some system it may not, based on your Windows update. Okay. So literally for last 1 hour, we have seen only the introduction, what are all the elements, what are all the components, and what are all the options available in this Excel. Next session, we are going to see some tips, tricks, and shortcut keys. So before moving on to the next session, as of now, whatever we have seen, any questions, doubts, queries? Okay, no doubt, clear. So as I told, next session we are going to see some tips, tricks, and other things. So as of now, I'm saving. You can Control S, you can save, and you can minimize the file. And I am pausing the video recording. I'm not stopping it. I'm pausing it. We'll see after the next session. We'll start after our tea break. I'm pausing.